Faces.
Hi everybody and welcome to Blank Faces. In today's video we go through another case on the Unidentified Missing Persons Unit database. So we have our own database here and we're collecting information on all the most unidentified missing people that are featured around the UK. We're also going to be adding some missing persons cases once we've reached our limit with the unidentified missing people. That way, hopefully we can cross-reference some of these cases and work together as a community and try and solve some. And then you never know, you might be part of that one documentary where you say a YouTuber solved a case or a member of the public randomly solves a case with one simple clue. Could you imagine that? How cool would that be? So we head over to the Missing Persons Unit run by the National Crime Agency for case number 06024 where the body of a male aged between 25 and 35 years old, who was white European and stood at 5 foot 8 inches tall and was of medium build, was found on the 31st of March 1971. They said he was found on the foreshore of the Severn Estuary in the Fisherman's Walk in Reigate. He was believed to have been in the water for 18 months or possibly longer. We know he had black hair, but we don't know what type of hair or facial hair, and we don't know his eye colour. We know it was in Monmouthshire, Wales, and the police force running the case is Gwent Police. So we did have one distinguishing feature, so there's some kind of peculiarity, difficult word to say, on his scalp, and in regards to his clothing, we've got one sock on the right foot, and we've got a polo neck jumper which was black, gold and white, 100% acrylic, spinny make, size M, which I'm guessing is medium. So that's something you would see in European and UK sizes for men. Is it like that in the USA and other countries? I wonder what other countries use. We saw earlier on a different case where we found a pair of German pants and it said Grossi 44. So we know they use kind of like inch measurements, but it also could be that they use the size small, medium and large as well. So this case has no images, so let's add it in to the unidentified database. So it's been a nice chill morning here. I forgot to put the black bin out. That helps, doesn't it? But I've just ordered a little shop. Let's get some bits in. But I was looking at that Modern Milkman, and they've got some nice little bits on there, you know. They've got some Popman pop. You know, pop from the Popman. Oh, absolute heaven. And they've got the cream soda flavour. That was my favourite as a kid. That and the shandy. Every Christmas I buy myself a little case of shandy. Quite like it, it's quite tasty. It reminds me of my Uncle Tim as well. He used to always give me a bottle when we went like family parties and stuff like that. So clothing wise, just one sock. We didn't have any jewellery. There's no mention of medical issues or glasses or cigarettes or a lighter or anything to do with smoking. But maybe that's something to look into, clothing sizes as an identifier. So Water, sea. We have no images, so there's no images to put into that case yet. Oh, that's undo that. It's wrong. So that's that case added in. A very short one. So let's have a look on Google Maps for the Severn Estuary. Yeah. So this is Fisherman's Walk. Have we got oh, we've got a Severn Estuary here. So is it this? Let's have a look for Roygie. I'm probably saying that wrong. So yeah, we were looking in the right area here. So it looks like this is the area that he was recovered from. Let's get a quick image of that. Let's see if there's any good images on here as well, that might help. I'm guessing that's the indication of where he might have been found in, but again, there's not much we can throw in with that one just yet. We need to do a little bit more research, so that one would be one that we'd need to look into to see if we can find some more information. And with it being an older case as well, maybe it'd be worth trying to get that one in Welsh. So next we head over to case number 06024 where the body of a male aged between 25 and 35, white European and standing at 6 foot tall and of medium build, was found on the 14th of June 1969. They said a decomposed body recovered from the beach at Inglemells, believed to have been in the water for approximately 1 year, may have suffered from slight chest complaint. So it's Inglemells, Lincolnshire, England, Lincolnshire Police. So we know he had a pair of trousers which were dark coloured with belt loops, a pair of socks, and he had a pair of shoes with rubber soles and heels, nearly new condition, which were in a size 9. So we've got a shoe size there, no possessions, and obviously we've got a little bit of information there. We've got a shoe size, that helps a little bit. But again, we'd have to try and find some of the articles related to this, because if I can save someone else a little bit of time, then it's someone else that's going to do an appeal, isn't it? And it spreads the word. But when I do reviewing of a case, I'll then release an article. So certain ones, once I've done even if it's just a little search, I can then create a little article and we can update it. And then that can be our link to some of the images. I can use my website to link to more images, because storing it on the database is going to use a lot of memory and it'd be quite difficult. So we want to keep it to text really, and numbers and links. And then at least we can have a third party that links all the images. But I hope that once I've done it, I can use like basic commands to bring up the case information in a more readable format. That would be quite good. So Lincolnshire. Let's get his clothing in there. No distinguishing features apart from his shoe size, which is not really distinguishing, but it does give us chest. There was a chest complaint for the medical, wasn't there? So we're going to put chest complaint. No distinguishing features. And then we go over to size 9. So, water, sea, and we'll put river as well, because there's a little bit of both, isn't it? So, it's a tag for both. You never know if someone's theory is they've gone in the river. I don't know if it's a valid thing to put in there, but there we've got a couple of cases in. There's nobody new on the missing persons unit today, so that's that check done with. Next we head over to case number 06024 where the body of a male aged between 20 and 30 years old, white European, standing at 5 foot 6 inches tall and of medium build, was found on the 10th of May 1970. Sadly, he was found hanging from a tree in a private woodland on the outskirts of Bagner. So the police force involved is North Wales Police. We don't know his hair type, colour, facial hair or eye colour. We know the unknown male wore an overcoat which was blue-green wool, man apparel, make coat. He also wore another coat. Oh no, sorry, they doubled some of these. I think it might be just an error. We've got a jacket suit which was dark blue Alexander make, and the trousers to match, which were dark blue Alexander make. An unknown jumper, a shirt, a pair of socks, a pair of boots which was suede felt Vacan make, which was Spanish, size 9 or 10. Headwear unknown, which was a peak cap, falcon headwear, make with zip fastener on side. So the footwear and headwear were the same make. Oh no, it just sounded like it, the way it was read out. No images to this one. So let's add it in to the database. Now, as you've noticed there, we've got 2 different sizes for the shoes. And because it's left at a guess, I will pull it in the notes rather than the measurements. Because I don't have an option for double, for a range of shoe sizes. That brings the data up a little bit more, I think. maybe it's something to consider. But we don't normally get that. Normally, if they know the size of the shoe, they'd say it. But to say it's either 8 or 9 is a little bit difficult. So we've got... let's put the clothing there. No distinguishing features. And no known medical. Should I put... I'm sorry, but when it's something like the manner that he's passed is a possibility, isn't there? So I'm going to put that in there. We don't know if he's a smoker or not. Woods, land. We've got no images for this one. A sad case, but we'll throw some notes in there. Size 8 or 9. There we go. Just an extra little note to throw in there. So yeah, that's 3 cases added again to the unidentified database. If you know any of these people, please feel free to visit the Missing Persons Unit run by the National Crime Agency. There'll be a link in the description of this video. Did anything stand out to you? Where would you go if you were searching? What would you look at? I know the first thing I like to do is have a look at the British newspaper archives. I pull a lot of information from there, and I also like to use search engines such as Google or Bing. You know, there's plenty of ways to search for information. Or you could always, if you see cases from your area, feel free to check your local library for cases of unidentified people found on the 10th of May 1970. If you're in Bangor or in Wales anywhere, why not give it a go? You might be that one person that solves the case. But I'll see you next time, and until then, thank you very much for watching.